Hey there, tubers. Redneck Brian here. Notice anything missing from the old go-kart lawnmower? Yes, the engine has been pulled. I did not get any video of it or get any video of starting it up. It actually fired right up first try earlier. The engine's sold. It still have it, but it is sold. It's sold sight unseen. The guy's coming to pick it up tomorrow. So I'm debating on keeping this on Kijiji. I might leave it on there and say missing engine, good for parts, but there's not really any of these things around anymore. So I think it's most likely going to end up in the scrapyard. I had to tip it on its side to get the engine bolts out, and the tire came off the bead. I guess it was low on air, and just the weight of it sitting on there popped off the bead. And yeah, I might salvage that transmission because it's actually not a bad transmission. That transmission would actually work for practically anything that you want to change the direction. Have like a normal tractor style engine with a vertical shaft to a chain drive. So I might be saving that transmission in there. The axle, I'm not 100% sure yet, but the axle adapters I am saving. The whole electrical system, solenoid, has a brand new solenoid in it. It actually fired up without any issues by the actual key. It fired up and ran. Again, here's the engine, the 13 horsepower. It ran pretty good. Had no problems with it starting up. It ran. It was nice and strong sounding. So I told the guy we'll need an oil change. He said, yeah, I'd do that anyways. He's coming from Guelph, so. And the other engine's obviously gone, but hey, this one went fast as well. Within 24 hours, this engine was sold. It's sold sight unseen. So, but if he doesn't want it, I have another buyer in London that will buy it. So. And let's go over here to the racer for a second. Oops, vice grips on the ground. As you know, this thing decided to be a bitch earlier and wouldn't start after my romp. So it did fire back up, and so I'm just going to show you that it will still run. Make sure the charger's off. Yep. And the Troy belt, I should take it off its charger. Maybe once it cools down in about an hour or so. I don't know yet. Now it wants to be a bitch again. Not too bad. With the air cleaner cover, new plugs. I still gotta do them. I'm putting the old E3s from the Onan still in this. It should run a lot better. I had a question from this person. User's name was Go-Kart Lawnmower. It wasn't the Go-Kart Lawnmower guy that has the Honda HC3813s. This was another guy asking when I was driving if this was how fast it goes. If you see this video, no, it wasn't. I was only in about third gear, and as you can hear, the engine does not run right now. So yeah, it will go a lot faster eventually. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this. It is running still. It's just a bitch sometimes. Yeah, it acts like a woman some days. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. So the guy's coming tomorrow to pick up this engine around noon or 1. He's about an hour away, and come and pick this engine up. The guy in London that was interested in it, but he wanted to hear it run. London's about an hour and a half away, so he said he'd want to hear it run. I do have an engine stand. I could have, if this other guy does say no, I could still fire this up. Let's put it on my engine stand and fire it up. So I put gas into it, and that's pretty much it. And a shut off. It will start. So that's pretty much it for that. And I was going to hang that up, but where it's going is right up there along the window ledge, right along the edge of the trim, and I kind of got a snow blower and a few other things in the way. I might still do it later on, just gotta move this filing cabinet with these fans and just move the snow blower. I could probably do it. I might do it in about an hour or so once it cools down a bit more. It's starting to cool down. Also gotta test these fans. They're going to be for a new heating system I'm doing for my shop. I'm actually doing a hot water heating system. I'm looking for a hot water heater, a small style hot water heater, like an apartment style. And I'm going to hook it to a truck rad with a circulation pump. And that's how I'm planning on heating my shop. It should be more efficient than my propane heater and more efficient than the electric heater. Obviously the hot water heater will be heated by electricity, but it should be okay. And then so it doesn't freeze, I'll just put antifreeze in there. So I have to have like a holding tank for water. Figure out something. I'll figure out how to do it eventually. It's gonna be a work in progress. But I picked this fan up for 20 bucks. I haven't paid for it yet, but I picked it up for 20 bucks. It's brand new. It's brand new. It's out of a van. I believe a Chevy Astro van. I have yet to test it. I'm going to test it actually later on, probably whenever I put up the stoplight. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to do a quick update on this, and I was going to get the camera out to fire this up, but since it fired up so easily, I figured I wouldn't bother, just do a video afterwards. But like I said, I might try to sell this, but most likely it's just going to end up going to the scrapyard. But if I was going to scrap it right from the first place, the engine would have been pulled anyways. I was not going to let that engine go to the scrapyard. The engine's way too good. So yeah, I'll talk to everyone later. Keep it redneck, and please subscribe and comment.